The goal of this is for everybody to share what green means to them by talking about what photo they chose and why they chose that photo. What does it mean to you in terms of community, environment, both, an experience that you have?
So I'm Jody Aliberry from Homer Township Public Library, and I chose the photograph in the upper left that represents the lake because our family always had a lake home, and we would leave the city every weekend or in the summers. You know, cows and corn and all kinds of things were rolled up in that, and so we would like to preserve that for future generations.
All right. I'm Peggy Berry from the Naperville Public Library, and as far as what's having in common, I chose the one that's kind of upper center that looks like gardening, and I selected that one because it reminded me of gardening with my mother as a child, and then gardening with my child as a mother. Oh. You know, and as far as the sustainability, you know, growing your own food and continuing to rebuild that soil by utilizing it is something that I would hope that we can pass along and help teach gardening.
You're going to start to get a sense of already, even from just two people, of some of the important green issues in the community, right? The first person to catch it is going to get an award.
Well, I chose the red bird in the bush. And it has to do with a memory of when I was young, when I was a child, being with my grandparents on the farm, and all about the farming and how my grandmother used to use everything. They never wasted anything. She saved tinfoil and reused it. I mean, it was just how you did it, because you know, it was from a time, my mother grew up in the Depression, the whole 9 yards. So that just sparked this memory for me.
Did anybody choose this photo?
Yes. So it was two people working together on a project indicating a community. They're actually working with another community, the bees. We're actually in a web of a lot of interacting communities. So I like that aspect.
Anybody choose this?
I did.
The mural? Okay, let's have one person.
I chose that picture. I'm Catholic, and I was immediately drawn to the image in the center of that mural is the Virgin Mary, and most likely Our Lady of Guadalupe specifically. And as far as the greenness of it, it's just a couple things. Mary is a model for people of my faith because she's someone who said yes to a plan that was bigger than herself. And so I think that being green and being sustainable can also mean saying yes to things that are difficult, that we don't always understand, but that are important not just to us, but to the entire world and to future generations as well.
So that is a perfect demonstration of why I'm trying to choose some photos that people wouldn't right away gravitate towards as green. But look what you got out of it, a message of something that matters a lot to you, right? And green has to touch people's souls, right? We're all holding on to the string. If I move it, what happens?
You
get hurt. If I do something that's not nice, I'm sorry, then it affects somebody else. But also, what does it mean if we all work together? Everything, you were saying this, everything is connected. So part of this game, part of this whole go green thinking is, I like to think of it as the whole Kevin Bacon 7 degrees of, is it 6 or 7? 7 degrees, I think, 6? 6 degrees of separation, right? Yeah. Anything you have here can connect to going green. You just need to figure out the path, right? Okay?